Welcome to episode number 1 of PodCLASH. I'm here with Miguel Mikey Plata. Do you want to? Yeah, I know, but that's because that is your Twitter. Okay, do you want to say hi? Do you want to say anything?
Hello.
He is the director of the CHS Tech Crew. He is the owner of the Booth Network, the channel this is on.
Am I?
Here
Am I
in the
really?
gallery,
Am I?
we have Maverick, our fact checker and assistant producer. Do you want to say hi, Maverick? He doesn't want to say hi. He's there, I promise. Now, finally, we have Captain Connor Crowley here.
Hello.
Hello? Yes?
Hello.
He
Hello.
got his driver's license recently. And then we've got yesterday. And then we have our audience.
No.
We have our audience, Ethan. He is going to be quiet because he is watching. He purchased a ticket. It's interesting. Yeah, so you can see his thumb there. So, why do you think that you'll do good in this? Just, I want introductions. Yeah, why do you think you'll be good at this?
Oh, I don't think I'll be good at
Okay.
this at all.
So, what do you have any?
I just can't be the moderator because it's your show.
Well,
Well,
no, because you didn't.
I can't
Because like
do-
yesterday. Okay, so a little bit of a side story. We tried recording this yesterday. It did not go how it was supposed to at all. And then we were re-recording
And
today.
if we don't hurry up, it's not gonna go the same because it's going to be 3:30. We need to be ready by 4. So
The main way we were trying to like record. We re-recorded today because Ashley wasn't there, and she's not here today either.
there or here?
Here, she's not here today either. So yeah, throw her under the bus. Bush. Okay, so this is PodCLASH.
Actually, would be fine being thrown under a bush.
Yeah, so this is PodCLASH, right? Yeah. Oh, guys. So this is PodCLASH, and what we're going to do is I'm going to be presenting our questions to the two people here, and they're going to be presenting their arguments, and then we're going to decide who wins at the end. Kind of a simple formula, right? But we hope you guys enjoy it.
Try to be as unbiased as possible.
Yeah, I'm going to be unbiased. I mean, Miguel. He's the yeah. But so I'm gonna give an overarching topic for today, since there was the recent leak, in air quotes, of the channel. I mean, of the episode 8 script for Star Wars. I'm gonna say Star Wars is our overarching topic for today.
Okay.
Who would have thought we'd be talking about?
Well, it's Star
Yeah,
Wars.
see, but this is something we know, so it's easy. So the first question I'm going to give you guys, which you have to give arguments. Favorite Star Wars movie.
Who goes
Who's
first?
going first?
I'm gonna go with Connor because he's right
Okay,
next to me. You
go
can do the next one. So just give me your topic and then we'll go to the next person.
I'll go Force Awakens.
Okay, Connor's gonna go with Force Awakens. Now yours, Miguel.
Empire Strikes Back.
You can leave.
I mean, that would have been an
'Cause
interesting
Because the
argument.
sand was so
Because the sand was so coarse
and
throughout the
everywhere.
entire movie.
Okay, so episode 7, episode 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Just didn't want to look really stupid. Yeah. So
Too bad.
Too late.
too late. Connor, why do you think that Force Awakens is the best Star Wars movie?
The reason I say Force Awakens is the best Star Wars movie is because it held up and was considered a great movie, even though it was put under unbelievable amounts of pressure. It had to be amazing. It had to do good after the prequels, had to live up to the expectation of the original trilogy. And I think it did that above and beyond. It incorporated new and old stuff to get both fans, new and old alike, into it. It established 3 new main characters, a new droid who was amazing, probably the best character, and a really awesome and complex villain, all in the new episode to relive that magic that was so great in the original trilogy.
So that's your first part of that
That's my
argument.
first-
So, Miguel, why do you think that episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, is the best Star Wars movie?
Because.
Do you
I'm
have
just kidding. It's the best one because actually I think it's rated
Can we get
one
a
of the
fact check on that?
best- one of the best sequels out there.
So fact check, best sequel out there, get its numbers.
Best
So
movie.
continue.
Best sequel
Yeah,
out
so
there.
continue.
Because yes, The Force Awakens was a good movie. It did everything that the prequels did not. But episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, everything was there. I think this Star Wars, there was a lot of stuff that we didn't know because they hit it very, very. J.J. Abrams was very, very, very sure to not leak anything, and nowadays with internet and all that crap, everything's leaked. Like, little side note here, there was no reason why we had to see Wolverine's claws in the new.
Oh yeah, I did not like
that
that
was
one.
stupid. It could have just been a surprise.
Yeah,
just let it, But now everyone is, but Empire Strikes Back. I mean, the story itself, that pivotal moment when Luke, I am your father. They're introduced. We have our we're introduced to one of the greatest masters, Master Yoda. That at first we're like, who the hell
and
is
it's
this
Puppet Yoda, which is better.
Puppet Yoda. Who the hell is this? Well, he's always been Puppet Yoda.
His name, no, in the new one, it was in the original new trilogy. It was CGI.
Yeah, but that to me the trilogy just. I mean,
yeah, that's Frank Oz, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So apparently he's coming. He might, if Yoda is in in 8 or 9, he's coming back for that. Like he's already expressed interest. Which side note? Okay, so continue.
So we get introduced to, like I said, Yoda, one of the best Jedi masters, and one of the slickest guys in the galaxy, Lando Calrissian, which I had the honor of taking a picture and having an autograph signed by him. But it has everything. It has love. In this story, we know that Han and Leia are like hot for each other. We know it since
In
the
Empire?
first. We know it from
I think in that
from
one,
A New Hope. We know it.
Luke and Leia are hot for each other.
No,
still.
they're not. She
I don't know.
just did it.
Didn't they kiss?
No,
No, yeah,
she
yeah,
did it
they-
just to prove a point, just to make him jealous. She did
Incest
It
is
was like-
really
I can-
anytime
we
somebody's
didn't-
like, I'll go full.
But we didn't
incest
know.
for you.
We didn't know it was incest yet because we didn't know they were
Yeah.
brother and sister yet.
George Lucas
The
did.
complicated love. George Lucas did. That's kind of creepy.
There was a complicated love story, like it happens, and
Better than Twilight.
Anything is better than Twilight.
It's
The
dead.
story, also we get introduced to Boba Fett, even though he had like 5
Yes.
minutes, and like not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes screen time, and like 3 minutes in Return of the Jedi.
One of the coolest characters. Though.
He
definitely.
one of the coolest characters.
Well,
who
in battle of useless but cool-looking characters, I'd choose Captain Phasma over. Boba
Oh,
Fett.
there was so we'll
Okay,
talk
can I
about that
finish?
afterwards. But yes, let him finish. He's
Shit.
doing a good
Well,
job.
yeah. I'm just.
So I think that Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, is the best sequel because it had everything in it, and at the end it had that. What the hell just happened? Nobody saw that coming, and even I'm not gonna say I'm 100% sure, but I am sure. Actually, I am 100% sure that only George Lucas, Mark Hamill, David Prowse, who played Darth Vader, and like the camera guy and like 5 other people, like 3 other
I
people.
don't even know if Mark Hamill.
I don't
the-
think Mark Hamill didn't know.
Mark Hamill didn't know. No, I mean, we're the only ones right when they didn't know until the day of the shooting.
They didn't know until they
And
actually read the
then
line.
they're like, what the hell?
Because the script that Mark Hamill had was different.
So that's how awesome. That's how we see. It wasn't
Lucas didn't. amazing job.
acting. It was like a real reaction to this new story. So, Episode 5 had everything that we could ever want.
So I'm going to say when.
Do I get a rebuttal to that or no?
So I mean, we might want to go with rebuttal here. Just want to point out. Did you get the thing about
We
the
should
sequels?
save fact checks till the end.
Yeah, we'll say fact checks to the end. Good opening arguments. I think they're both very strong contenders. So do you have any response to that?
Yeah.
And then we'll let Miguel get his closing in.
Talking about really amazing and like whoa moments. I mean, people had suspicions that Han Solo was. Spoiler alert.
Wait,
Oh yeah, spoiler alert.
okay.
Spoiler alert. That Han Solo was gonna die.
We
And
all had. I mean, we were.
But the way
cringing
but the
over
way
it.
they carried it out was still so.
It was
amazing.
good, and it was an amazing cinematic moment.
Yeah, it was really pretty and everything, and it like
Maverick's yet to see the movie yet, so.
No, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't completely cry, but I cried.
I cried.
I cried. Okay,
I
I
cried.
cried. I cried.
We were there. Oh, no.
Okay, I know I cried. I was trying to look tough.
I'm trying to see who did I watch it with?
Someone spoiled Ashley.
No,
No,
me
but
and
the second time.
You mean Ashley?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Josh.
We saw that, and then the Chewie "We're home" moment was a really good quotable line. I think there's lots of quotable lines in all. I don't.
No, the one I'm pointing to. He doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's not how you use the Force. And then there's some really great moments. Some great set pieces. Lots of practical effects, which, I mean, this was done kind of by choice opposed to being forced to do it for Episode 5. This was like they chose to like, and it looked beautiful. All the sweeping landscapes of the planets and everything was really pretty. And I don't want to say he was better than Darth Vader because I don't think I could win that argument. But Kylo Ren, at least in this one, he was a very promising, complex, intriguing character. That
Adam
I mean,
Driver
I'm
did a
happy to
fantastic
see.
job.
Like, I'm really happy to see what they do in the next movie.
Yes, Adam Driver was fantastic in this movie. Kind of hard to see him away from his other roles, but indeed fantastic. So, Miguel, do you have anything to respond to that?
No.
Or do you think it carries your own argument? Okay, so that will close our first question. Best Star Wars movie. Miguel chose episode 5, episode 7 here with
Mhm.
Connor. So I think, Maverick, do you agree with me that Connor won this one? Yeah. So I think I really did enjoy Miguel's analysis, but I think Connor's stressing the fact that the connections between the old and the amazing J.J. Abrams has done. I know.
J.J. Abrams.
It's okay. It's like 3 in the afternoon, and I'm tired. He woke me up from my nap.
It's 3 in the
I
afternoon
know,
on a
dude.
Saturday.
Yeah.
He
I know.
didn't do anything, but he's tired.
No, I did. Okay,
Who is
And
up-
then-
Oh yeah, you went to Denny's. God forbid.
it was a long line. Okay, I was yeah. So, but Miguel pointing out the great review and harkening back to Mark Hamill's amazing rendition of Anakin Luke
Wow.
in that scene, yes, was very good. But I think Connor wins. So that's 1 point for Connor. Do you want to mark that down, Maverick? 1 point for Connor.
I just gave you my paper and pencil.
We'll get a different pencil. Oh wait,
It's okay.
Okay,
you can
let's
just-
speed it up.
Yes,
Let's
1
not
point for-
drown over a freaking pencil.
1 point for Connor. Okay, so now next question. That was actually
Go.
okay.
Why are
sorry,
you looking at him?
we're like looking at the screen because like Ethan's right here in front of us, and it's just yeah.
Gimme. You got this. We're good.
I know.
I
he's
know, but it just looks
but,
like it.
But he can't see himself, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
Yeah,
having,
he
sorry.
needs to
he's
look at
having a
Okay, stop.
moment.
He gets lost in his own reflection.
I'm giving my respect not to go walk in front
Okay, so now next question. Let's take. I kind of want to hear Miguel's answer to this, so I'm gonna
Miguel goes first.
I'm gonna pseudo steal a question from a different channel. Someone it's been posed by a lot of people. Anthology movies. We know they're gonna be great. Rogue One. It looks fantastic. Pitch me your ideal anthology movie that hasn't already been said
Or announced.
or announced. Yes.
I think it would be good to have Lando Calrissian,
Lando Calrissian.
because he's a smooth talker. He's a pirate. He's a gambler. He's like Han Solo but black, and he's cool. And we need a brother. The only 2 black people who had in Star Wars were Mace Windu and Lando Calrissian.
Yeah.
Now we have Finn.
Yeah.
But that's 3 people in the whole galaxy. No, but I think there's a lot of backstory. There's probably can go back to when Han and him met. I'm pretty sure they I think he even says in the movie there's they were together through a lot of things, and actually the Millennium Falcon belonged to him before.
He won that poker match. Right?
Yeah, he was. So I would like to see, backstories on Lando, because he is. I mean, even though his bigger part was in episode 5, but he did have. His character is worthy of having like a backstory, so we can, get to know this guy. Where does he come from? How did he get to become a pirate? I mean, did he grow up in the slums of Cloud City, and now he's the I'm the facilitator of this, whatever.
Yeah, I think.
Who are you casting as Lando Calrissian?
Yeah, that's gonna. Be
Oh
my question.
well. I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Okay.
It's not
well,
gonna
when
be
you come
Michael
back, when
B.
you come back,
Jordan, that's for sure.
When you come back,
I mean, he's a good actor,
That could
but
be your next. Yeah, I was
yeah, Lando Calrissian. And too bad. The way I would do it would be play it from his point of view, like now. Like if Billy D. Williams was to, like, he's 70 something years old right now. To like, I remember when we yada yada.
like a narrator.
Yeah,
That'd
like
be cool.
a narrator, and then go back. I think that would be.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome, but there's already a Star Wars movie planned already till the next.
I mean, we've at least got 8 and 9, so that's 4 years.
So I think again that
He's trying to find the
Lando.
sound.
Yeah, I am trying to find a sound. It's because it's one of the best lines in cinematic history. You can quote me on that.
Mhm.
Jar Jar Binks saying, "We saw so happy" or something. What? Jar Jar Binks.
No, not George or
Okay,
Bingham.
I have mine.
Okay.
Should I go?
Just I want to put out there. I think my idea.
You can say your.
I'm a-
You
can
can
I-
save
can I
it
say
till the.
mine?
Save it till
I'll
the
save it
end.
to the
Save
end.
it till the end. Okay.
Okay, that was a sneak peek.
Okay.
Okay. Come
My pitch is a story of a lone boy that gets drafted into the Imperial Army. Starts off, he's a low-ranking, starting off as a stormtrooper. You know, shows the life, the struggles he has to deal with. Occasionally, we don't see much of Vader, but we do catch glimpses of Moff Tarkin
Moff
barking orders at all of them.
Hello, what have we here?
That's one of the best lines in cinematic.
So wait, so you're like kind of
So-
like Boyhood, but like Stormtrooper
Wait,
hood.
no, not like Boyhood. So it starts off, and then we have to see him how he's a devoted man. He's trying to get up the ranks. You know, starting off Stormtrooper. First place he lands. It's a innocent village, and
So like Finn's backstory.
but no. Starts off on an innocent village. He's getting there. Okay, people are getting slaughtered, and he sees Darth Vader come out the ship, and he's like, all right, I gotta do this. He starts. No, let me finish.
It sounds like
finish,
Finn.
let him
Let me
finish.
finish.
Whatever.
No. It's not taking that route. He takes it. He knows what he has to do. So Darth Vader pulls out a little kid, and the stormtrooper, shoots him right in the head. What he has to do is he's trying to rise up through the ranks.
So no
So
hesitation.
he starts. So no hesitation. He knows what we show the dark inner life of a stormtrooper trying to rise up through the ranks, all the way till he gets to be not right below Grand Moff Tarkin. So it goes.
Why do you say it in an Grand Moff Tarkin?
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
Grand Math. It's like a
So I
Boston.
can't pronounce it.
It's like Ian. It's like our
Okay,
favorite chief.
so trying to get up to the ranks by however means necessary, probably killing a few of his own stormtroopers to get them out of the way in promotion. So it's a dark story, but it also shows the daily life of a stormtrooper and like what they have to go through to kind of almost humanize them, but still show their dark side. And I'm gonna cast Mads Mikkelsen as the stormtrooper.
Oh, so
But he's already cast.
he's in Rogue
No.
One. He's in Rogue One, and I'm calling. He's.
We already
But he's
know what
gonna
he
be a
is.
bad
He's
guy
the,
in
he's
Rogue
the
One.
dad of.
He's
Jyn Erso.
what? Yeah.
No, but it's going to be like a Robert Oppenheimer thing where Robert Oppenheimer developed the atomic bomb, but then he was remorseful about it. So it's gonna be like he made the Death Star, but then he's remorseful and he goes to the rebels, like he converts to the rebel side and he wants to destroy it. And so that's why he sends. That's what I'm gonna say. So do you have a different person because you can't do Mads Mikkelsen?
Hold on. Let me
And
find
then-
it.
okay, so
Let
one
me
thing for
find
that,
a
do
new
you have a-
person then.
Do you have a title for yours, Migo? Because
Yes, Lando.
no. Okay, so you have like Rogue One, not Jyn Erso. So what do you have like a title? Like Stormtrooper Hood. I thought that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, but we don't know what's her face.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, this story's not about her. It's about what happened.
But do you think Lando would be enough of a draw?
Yes.
So
I
just
think it
Lando,
would
a
be.
Star Wars story?
Lando, a Star Wars story.
Or how about Cloud City, a Star Wars story?
Nah.
Okay, Lando.
Okay, I'm going and so just for I'm casting Idris Elba as the stormtrooper.
God. Do you know?
Why do we have to be black? I mean, no offense. But
Do you know?
I already picked a black
You know who I would
person.
think would be cool?
Because he wasn't my first choice,
think
but he think he would be
Al-
cool.
Alden Ehrenreich, the person who.
No,
Alan Rickman
I'm going.
died.
No, not Alan.
I'm going with Idris Elba. Final answer. Idris Elba.
Do you have a name for yours?
Stormtrooper, a Star Wars story.
No, see, I was thinking like Cold Killer, a Star Wars story.
No, what?
Yeah,
It's
see.
generic.
Well, so is Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper, a Star Wars story.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to give this one to Miguel.
we
Thank
didn't even
you.
get to argue yet.
It wasn't a big question. You didn't need an argument. You presented your pitches.
Whoa, I still had so much more to go
yay,
in.
I got a point.
See, the thing is, I really liked Miguel's idea.
I didn't even get to say what was
I
wrong
liked
with
your
his.
idea better.
Why do you have to say? There's nothing wrong with it.
That's what the entire point of a debate is.
Okay. Let's just give him this thing. What's wrong with it?
Okay, go
You
ahead.
might be able to convince me.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, what's
Go
wrong
ahead.
with this is that your story. I mean, where's it going to go? I mean, if you want to go a prequel, who did you say you were casting?
I didn't say I was casting anybody.
Okay, well, who are you going to get to recapture the charisma of Billy D. Williams? Like that's.
Billy D. Williams.
But you're going in the back. You're going into the past.
You're going in the back.
You're going into the past, right? You said you're.
Am I did?
Well, I just said it over here, and you say it on the.
Sorry.
You said you're going
cut
back,
it.
right?
Michael B. Jordan.
Because it was how.
No,
like,
I
how
just
he-
said Mike. I would not cast Michael.
Yeah, so I mean.
He ruined Fantastic Four for me.
Okay, so you don't have a casting thing. That might be a way to, but that's not necessarily. That's
Let-
someone
Yeah, I
else's
mean
problem.
I mean, it's about the story.
That's
I
someone
mean,
else's.
Well, yeah, but you have to cast somebody.
No, that's someone else's problem. It benefits
like I'm
you.
just saying. Okay,
Then I choose a Star Wars movie that's good. somebody else's. The story is the screenwriter's.
No,
problem.
okay. You need to pitch the story. You don't need to pitch the cast.
I pitched the story. The
pitch the
story is
cast.
just, and it'll lead up to. No,
I
it'll
think
lead up
Kai
to
and
episode
Maz
5.
Canado-
It'll tie into episode
It'll
5.
tie into episode.
Okay,
5.
well, either way, you don't.
That'd be
So
cool.
far, as of now, you don't have anyone cast. So who's gonna get to recapture the charisma of Billy D. Williams?
That
like-
I'm gonna say. You
I win.
You objectioned it. I'm going to say overruled. You can't use that. Okay.
Why not?
Because I feel like
That's a valid
It's
point.
okay.
it's normally the like.
But we're
producer-
talking about like what movie would
we're
I
pitching an idea. We're not pitching.
Well, yeah, but I mean, any idea you pitch, you can't be like, I hope. there's a
Okay,
good
I will.
person.
Okay, here's okay.
I
I'll,
hope
I'll
somebody
settle
can-
with settle it with this. I would not cast a known actor.
Yeah.
So I would
it'd be like
probably have
Lloyd.
to look through thousands of African American guys and see which one, because it has to be somebody like Ray and the other one. You know, we didn't know who the hell they were.
The other Finn. You mean
Finn, yes.
Yeah, I don't know his name either. I
John Boyega.
oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
I
there you
know
go.
his
Took
last
me a
name. I didn't know
while.
his first name, so I didn't want to
But
look
see,
stupid.
I would have to, because I don't want. Well, you can't. I don't know if you can say that with Star Wars. I was gonna say, I don't want the name of the actor to be what draws people in, but it's Star Wars, so you can't really say that. I mean, it's
I mean, I
Lando.
guess Mark Hamill wasn't really known. Neither was.
Yeah, but we didn't know what Star Wars was. We're talking about
That's true.
this day and age.
Well,
Like
what
back
about
then.
Diego Luna?
What about him?
Isn't
He's
he-
known.
He's in. Oh, I don't.
He's
really know.
well known.
Oh, well, I guess
He's
I might not.
an
I don't-
Academy Award-winning
Okay.
actor.
What about? Oh, that's Felicity Jones. Never
The
mind.
only one that's not. Yeah, but we know everybody from Rogue
yeah,
One.
Yeah, we do. Well, because
Yeah.
I knew he was
From
well known.
The
I was
Force
like, wait.
Awakens, I know Daisy Ridley had been in a couple of
The
movies.
person who plays Poe Dameron, he
See,
hasn't
so
done
the-
stuff in a
the
long time.
Thing, the different,
He's
the thing.
Freaking Apocalypse.
The
I
pro-
know, but that was a long. That was like.
That
at
was filmed
least 10 years
before.
ago. That was filmed before I was born.
what was-
Wait, what movie?
Not. Jesus Christ.
Wait, okay. Just continue. I'm not supposed to be part of
Okay.
this.
Not Apocalypse now,
I
you
was thinking about
jackass.
this, yeah.
X-Men Apocalypse.
He's in X-Men Apocalypse.
He's Apocalypse.
He's Apocalypse, but that's not out yet.
But it was filmed before freaking Star Wars.
Okay, but I mean, talking about things. Okay,
You
What's
just said that you didn't. That he was in
Poe
a no.
Dameron, right? The
Po-
person who
the
plays
guy
Poe
who-
Dameron.
yes.
He hasn't done big stuff before.
Yes, he has. He has.
He has, but not in a
He
long
did
time.
Inside Llewyn Davis.
But he's a Golden Globe Emmy winner
Well, yeah,
before
but so
Star
is-
Wars.
So is a whole bunch of other
Okay,
people.
my
but-
po-
okay, yeah, just
just-
continue.
just saying.
go ahead.
It's going to be difficult. Whoever you cast, it's going to be difficult to recapture the charisma. And the good thing about mine is it's a story that hasn't been.
They should do
told.
Daniel Craig's Stormtrooper.
Well, that's why I thought Idris Elba, because he's going to be James Bond.
I don't think he is. If he is, I will not go watch. I mean, I love the black people, but
It's not James Bond. That's
it's
what you're
not
saying.
James Bond. Yeah.
I think he'd be a great.
It's like the people that are upset because I'm not upset because I don't know what it is, but people are upset that Tilda Swinton whatever was cast as the monk in Doctor Strange. Everybody's having a big old riot about this
Because
because she's white. Because the movie was whitewashed,
No,
and because
it's like
because
Tibetan people that are insane all the
Scarlett
time.
Johansson got cast as some other Japanese hero or something like that, and everybody's having a fit. And one of them is Josh Gray, who's 100% into freaking
Oh yeah.
what is it?
Anime?
And Naruto or Naruto or
Yeah.
he's
Okay,
Naruto.
so do you have an actual reason why the Lando story would not work?
Yeah, well, yes.
Besides the character. Besides the character.
Besides the character of Lando Calrissian.
Besides there not being someone. Besides there not
Well,
being
it's
an
gonna be
actor
very
so far.
difficult. It's just no matter who you cast, it's gonna be difficult to recapture the charisma of
See,
Lando
that
Calrissian.
that's a good idea. So
That's what I.
yeah.
It's gonna be difficult to recapture the charisma.
So now my
and
question
it's
for
a
you.
character story that's already been told. Like we already know what happens with Lando Calrissian. His story arc was that he betrayed Han Solo, and then he came back to help him. That was the story arc.
But yeah, see, good points, good points. But now my question for you, as far as your idea goes, you don't have a title, which is kind of important. Stormtrooper. See, but then also
Or-
the bureaucratic side might be slightly boring because I know the most boring scenes for me.
Well, it's not going to be
were inside
bureaucratic.
of the
It's going to be
Stormtrooper,
it's
inside of the.
it's not going to be
Death
debates to try it. It's going to be him, going around killing people,
Killing people.
killing his own people, so he could. It could be fine.
So
Fall of a
this is going to be-
stormtrooper.
this is-
fine. Fall of a stormtrooper.
Will it-
Star Wars: The Fall of a Stormtrooper.
Fall of a Stormtrooper, or maybe Ascendance of a Stormtrooper.
No, Fall of a Stormtrooper.
Fall of a Stormtrooper. That's good. Okay. So we are.
Fall of, and he. Yeah, so it's not like bureaucratics where he's debating on why he should be the best. He's going around. Somebody's like, I don't know. I'm thinking of giving him the promotion. He's like, okay, kick him in the trash compactor, crush him, and then it's crushing. He's like, why are you doing this? He's like, I
For some reason, so I feel whenever I see a stormtrooper, I feel stormtroopers are like generic and
That's
they're all
that's the
brainwashed.
entire point of this.
So this is going to show
Yes,
stormtroopers
exactly.
they aren't just entirely missing their
Yes.
shots.
And as we know
They
with
are people.
Finn, they're not all clones.
But
so-
so is this going to be first order stormtroopers?
I think this will be Imperial. I think.
But I think the problem with the Imperials is they're all clones.
Well, yeah, but Grand Moff Tarkin, I mean,
Grand Moff
obviously,
Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin, obviously,
Moff
he had
Tarkin.
Moff Tarkin. He had to start somewhere, right?
Yeah,
He
Grand
didn't-
Moff
they didn't
Tarkin
just give
wasn't
him
a clone though.
exactly. But he had to start as
So is this
somewhere.
going to be an officer or a stormtrooper?
It's going to be a stormtrooper that becomes an officer and then becomes all the way.
Well,
up.
okay, so like in the army, right? We don't know that much about this, so that might be an interesting topic, right? Hierarchy of the Imperial
Exactly.
Empire, like
That's
a documentary.
no.
style.
That's I want it to show the differences.
I
Like
think
the
that
side's
might
not really shown.
work better as like a book or a short story though, because the
it
problem
wouldn't
with that is, are you familiar with the army?
No, I'm not familiar.
So in the army, there's two sects. There's officers and enlisted, and you enroll in the army in one of those two sections. Yeah, and then, but the thing is, if you're an enlisted, you can only get to a certain point, and you can never become an officer.
molested?
Enlisted, like
Oh.
an enlisted in the army.
Oh, I heard what you said right now about Lando Calrissian
How it's hard to,
betraying. I mean, he betrayed
Yeah.
Han Solo. Yes,
but like, how
but-
did that happen?
Well, yeah, but
I'm
that
pretty
story
sure
was-
their friendship was like tight, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean you can tell. So you have to also see like, damn, Lando must have been in a struggle. He had to weigh the pros and cons. I have one of my best friends, but I also have this whole city that I'm in charge of.
Yeah, because he's not evil. Because he helped
He's
blow
not
up the
evil.
second
Yeah,
Death Star.
he's not a
Maybe
bad
not.
Yeah,
guy.
that's the that's
but
the
he had
reason
to
he
play-
blows up the second Death
But
Star
he
is 'cause
had to.
needs
He
redeem
had
himself.
to. That's a pretty good story. How the choices you have to make in life. Yeah, like my friend,
Well, yeah,
or
but that
this
was-
whole freaking city I'm in charge
Yeah.
of.
But that was what was told in Empire Strikes Back.
No,
Like,
we
are you
just know
going-
that he just.
We know he made the decision, but like, what led up to that decision?
Yes,
So you
because
can
we don't see what Darth Vader like tells him, or and then he says this deal is getting worse every time, whatever. But I think I win.
Yeah. So one thing though, are you sure it's Imperial and not First Order?
Okay, what are we talking about now?
Okay. So
Okay,
what I
fine, it
said
could be
was,
First
I feel like if it's an Imperial stormtrooper, they're all clones. They're not gonna have any ambition. I don't think that's
No, but this one's not a clone.
this one's. But we've never seen them take off their helmets. We
Like,
can only
yeah,
assume that they're clones.
you've
I
ne-
saw it in Force Awakens.
yeah, you've
That's
never seen them.
That's First Order.
You've never seen you've never seen them take off their helmets. Therefore,
could
Schrodinger's.
be.
It's a Schrodinger's
Schrodinger's
human.
cat.
They could either all be clones or they could either all be individuals.
They're all Jango Fetts.
They're all clones.
Well,
We
no,
know
but
for a
okay.
fact they're
So
all
Grand
clones.
Moff Tarkin.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Like that's why
obviously,
I was saying
he's
the
not a clone.
enlisted.
He's not a
That's
clone.
why I was saying
We
enlisted
know
versus
Grand Moff
officer.
Tarkin
But
isn't
he's
a
not a
clone.
clone. But
Yeah.
So do you think Darth Vader is just like you're gonna be?
There's a
he's-
story right there.
he's
gonna
Grand
be-
Moff
see,
That's
Tarkin.
what this is.
That's
Separate-
why-
we already know who Grand Moff Tarkin
That's why I was saying enlisted versus officer, because I said Grand Moff Tarkin
Okay,
was
fine.
an officer.
grows
He
up
wasn't
and
ever a
is Grand
stormtrooper.
Moff Tarkin.
Grand Moff
You
Tarkin.
can't. Okay, so if you say First Order, it'll be a much closer decision. So,
Oh.
but I'm not.
Well, now you.
Obviously-
now he's
no,
just gonna
he-
say
he's
First
already won.
Order.
He's already won.
Thank you.
He's already won because you didn't say First
Yeah.
Order. If you would have said First Order, that would have been plausible. But I feel like because they're all
But
clones.
why is it more plausible if it's First Order than if it's Imperial?
Because First Order we've seen for a fact.
Because what he's trying to say is that if it's a regular,
a regular.
a rebel, I mean,
If it's an enlisted stormtrooper, they're all
who
clones.
they're
they have no
clones,
mission.
so they
become
can't even.
officers.
Well, but
They're
that's my
programmed-
point about Grand Moff Tarkin. He's not a clone.
Yeah,
And,
because
but-
he
and
wasn't
Darth,
ever a clone.
Yeah, but Darth Vader didn't look at him and be like, "I'm gonna make you the highest-ranking commander."
No,
He
because
had to start
Darth Vader
somewhere.
wasn't
But he
in
started
charge.
as an officer.
Okay, well then he starts as.
But didn't
But see, you said
didn't the
stormtrooper.
Emperor choose these people?
Yeah, but he's not gonna look at somebody and be like, "I want you to run the Death Star."
Yeah, see,
Like right
Oh,
now.
okay, I know
right?
what
you're
you're
right.
You
saying.
gotta
Okay.
start somewhere.
your idea was Life of a Stormtrooper, though.
Okay, and
So
he's
i-
the
if-
only difference is that
What?
he starts as a stormtrooper.
If you say if in First Order, the
Yeah, we
difference is-
should copyright my movie because I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out.
The
in-
difference in First Order is that we've seen stormtroopers with opinions and with like Finn starts panicking after he sees people die whenever he has
Well,
the
that's
blood on his
because
helmet.
of Finn. We haven't seen anything, give or take, about regular
He,
stormtroopers.
traitor.
But
That's
no,
what he
but
was.
we've,
Like
al-
we haven't seen anything.
we've seen that
about
the stormtroopers aren't clones, and that's the important part.
Well, yeah, no, but we haven't seen anything at all about the original. That's what this one is.
It's 1-1. Well, you'll make it up, but you go once.
Thanks, jerk. You'll beat him.
Do you have it? It's
He is
you
1
wrote it down.
1.
Good.
Okay.
I knew the score.
All right.
Comment
So-
below if you think I'm right.
Comment below. Yeah, of course these are open to interpretation. So my next question.
Obvious bias in that one, I think.
Your next question.
Next question is.
I don't think he's happy of how we are dealing with these. With the, he's not.
So
go
I'm
ahead.
going to. So, question starting with Connor, and then we go. Prequels, obviously bad. Okay,
Yeah.
they're not as bad as I don't think they're as bad as you guys say they are. They're not good though.
What is the question?
What do you? Why? I want you to. Do you want to flip a coin, heads or tails?
I'll go first. 'cause-
He'll go first.
Yeah, here. Let me
So
move.
since you chose to go first, you have to argue that the prequels are good. Because he said he wanted to go first. I was gonna flip a coin, but and then you can argue that they're bad.
Okay, go ahead.
So you can say what's good about them. You can include
Like good in general.
you
Like
can include like spin-offs, what they set up, stuff like that. So let me just write that down. So the question is, are they good or bad? Connor's gonna argue good.
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go.
The prequels are great because
You don't have to say good. You can just say good.
they're good because they're entertaining for children, and that's who they're made for. If you're a child and you want to go see that movie, you're entertained. That was
I
who.
entertained as a child.
Yeah, see exactly. And that
How old
was
were you in '99?
99.
He
I
wasn't born
wasn't
yet.
born in 99.
Oh man, because that's when it came out. I remember.
yeah, born they came out in '99. That was when I was born, and so like they
was
were
born
made for
2000.
children. They were made for toys. They were made for kids to be like, oh, I want to go buy that, and that's what
Do you
George
think they did that successfully?
Yeah, it was still one of the highest grossing films, whether
that
it's good or
year.
bad. Yeah, it's one of the highest grossing films of that year, and I think one of them. I mean, collectively they've broken a couple, like maybe $1 billion something. I don't know. I don't know the exact amount they've made. Maverick should probably fact check.
Yeah. So the next.
But like, yeah, they made their money. Financially they were good for the Stormtrooper, and if there was no prequels, we probably wouldn't be where we are now, where we felt like we had to redeem ourselves and make a good Star Wars movie.
Yeah. So also it sets up like Jango Fett and the clone conversation we were just having. We wouldn't have been able to have without the first
that's
two.
not good. I don't want to address that.
Yeah. Okay. So and then my next question for you on that topic, continuing in the same realm, So, have you ever played Star Wars Battlefront?
Yes.
Very amazing video games, right? The best part about those is obviously the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars, very interesting.
Wait,
time
don't
period.
I? Am I gonna?
No,
No,
he
I'm
chose me. I won already.
Yeah, so Clone Wars, do you think that as prequels, do you think that they're good because, do you think they can be good, considered good because they portrayed the prequels, the Clone Wars, which was an amazing period of time for their history? Do you think it was really important to the setup, like I was just saying, or
It was good financially. That's all I'm saying.
good financially?
It was good for
How
what
much did it
George
make?
Lucas wanted, and he wanted for it to go for the children.
He sold the rights.
No, how much?
How much did the prequels make?
Money did the prequels make?
37
$37
billion.
billion. That's
All
quite a
three?
bit.
All three.
Can you go
I
and
don't think-
check
no.
the original trilogy?
Wait, 30.
Yeah, there's no
37
way the
Yeah, there's
original
no
made
way.
billion.
Yeah,
There's no
I'm
way.
like barely reading this.
There's no-
Yeah, see, so 37. So the prequels made more money than the original trilogy,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
that is something for them to stand on. It was
Yeah.
necessary for Lucasfilms, right? So, do you think they're good? Why do you think they're bad?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
You guys weren't born, right? Okay.
I mean, I was
So-
technically speaking.
This, I remember in 1997 when the re-release of the original trilogy, it was re-released into theaters, and we were like, oh my, I mean, it was awesome. And then this is before the internet was, the internet was already around, but it wasn't what it is now. So you like vaguely see stuff here and there about Star Wars, and then it's announced that there's a new Star Wars coming, and everybody flipped their stuff. So 1990, I still remember perfectly watching the first trailer to episode 1. It's embedded in my
Mm.
mind and in my heart.
Episode 1.
I
was
still
not good.
remember the Lucasfilm logo, and then it's Queen Amidala starts speaking. What did she say? I can't remember exactly, but it's her. She's talking. Anyways, you see a whole. Stop checking yourself
Sorry, I just
out
wanna
on
make
the
sure my hair.
camera.
Just continue. Continue. I just want to make sure it looks fine.
You like
I'm
roared.
laughing.
It was like
Anyways.
a Casper.
So
Or what if
for a
that's not
generation
Casper,
of people who grew up with the original trilogy, you guys grew up with the prequels.
I
could
mean,
say.
I don't like
I consider
The-
myself.
the
I
first
grew
one
up on the,
really bad. Episode
Okay,
one
wait,
is
wait,
bad.
wait. Well, let
I
me
grew
finish.
up on Force
Let
Awakens.
me finish.
so-
Yeah, I'm gonna adopt by Force Awakens.
So yes, it's gonna make a whole bunch of money. Yes, it is, because this is what a bunch of people were waiting. The last one came out in '83. From '83 to '99, how many years is that?
16.
There you go. We've been waiting 16 years
It's a lot.
for Star Wars. Something Star Wars that is not the Christmas special or the Ewok special.
I recently watched that because I was like, oh, people say it's bad, but it can't be that bad. It's so
It
bad.
is. Anyways, so you get to the theater, and the preview back then they didn't have a lot of all the they only had like one trailer. I remember the website. I remember, like, I was already here at Coronado working.
Really?
We would try to go into the library, like the library would go and try to check the like Star Wars website, and we couldn't because it came up on a black screen, and something would happen. So you couldn't use websites with black screens because I don't know. Anyways, are you leaving? No. So, anyways, so I remember still driving out all the way far east El Paso where the big theater is. I was the only one that was there. There was nothing there.
Movie
Camped
theater?
out, had an awesome time. We had an awesome time. We sit down. We're all ready. We dressed up. We have.
What'd you dress up as?
I dressed up. I just wore a toga, and I was like a Jedi.
Okay.
Well, not like a black. I mean, like a brown one.
Like Mace
so-
Windu?
So, you're sitting in the theater, the fanfare, the 20th Century Fox, when it belonged to Fox.
How long ago did it belong to Fox? That was.
It was just when
Just
uh,
everything before
Disney
Force
bought him
Awakens, yeah.
like 3 years ago.
Oh, okay.
But so we're there, and then we're all pumped. And I kid you not, I started reading the crawl, and I'm like, "What is this? Is what the crawl says? I have it right here.
You looked it up.
Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic.
Galactic
The
Republic is cool.
taxation of trade routes to outlying star systems is in dispute.
Too many big words.
Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Supreme Chancellor has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict.
So I'll give my
What
thought-
the hell does that mean?
So I want to give my thoughts at the end, but I will
Yeah,
let you guys continue. So, are you
No, I'm not done.
okay?
So, you start reading all this stuff. I'm like, no, what? The taxation of what?
Too many
There's-
big words.
No, it wasn't that. It was too
Multiple
many big.
syllable words.
No, it wasn't that. It was too many big words, and you make me feel like an idiot.
Well, not
'cause
just you. No, just like people have
I'm
been
just
camping
saying
out for like.
that's not what I meant.
People
But
have
it's
been
just
camping out
like
for like 40
That
hours.
was
Words-
his, that was his goal.
that was his goal.
That
I'm
was
pretty
his
sure it
goal.
was.
Yeah.
He's like, I got
It's
the words,
just
however.
it's
I understood. it.
sorry, yeah, because you're an IB, and you.
Oh, I hate
anyways.
IB so much.
Anyways, so it starts off okay. That first, they arrive to that Coruscant ship, and it explodes. Well, anyways,
Is that the second one? I think that's the second.
no, the first one. That
Oh, yeah,
ship
when they-
arrives into the
When they went-
into the big donut-looking space
And
station,
then the ship explodes. Yeah.
and then
Mm.
the ship. They're
The
sitting there, and then the
Sis thing.
the blasters from something else point at them, and they explode. That big. Anyways,
And like.
But it
there's-
was a decoy, right?
it was a decoy because the 2 Jedi Knights were already inside with that C-3PO looking girl.
I don't think it was a girl. Was it?
It was,
I mean, it's a droid, so.
but it was a female droid.
It's like C2E something. Yeah.
Anyways, right there, you're like, okay, enter
Mhm.
Jar Jar Binks. Then I lost it. Then that was it.
Yeah.
That was it for me. The
Except for it was
prequels.
made for kids, and kids loved it.
Yeah, he was made for kids.
Okay, but let me tell
He
you
wasn't
something.
funny,
I
though.
watched it here with a bunch of other nerds, and we were like, we did not know how to react, like what my opinion was.
Kind of offensive.
So then I watched it in Juarez. All the kids, they were like, everybody was having the best. I don't know, because they didn't know Star Wars that well, and they just went to go see it, and they're not a bunch of nerds like we are. Everybody was laughing, especially at the Jar Jar Binks. Like, it was, I sat there and I was like, what is going on? How are these people laughing? They're not funny jokes.
Mhm.
That
But it got
destroyed
people
episode 1. I will say this: The costumes for Queen Amidala were one of the best costumes I've ever seen. Natalie Portman, I love Ewan McGregor, and hello, you have freaking Qui-Gon, the Liam Neeson from Taken.
And Hayden Christensen. What do you think about Hayden Christensen?
Well, he wasn't in the first one,
Well, he wasn't in the first
but
one.
I'm talking about the first
It's
one.
Jake Lloyd.
Yes, who is now a schizophrenic
Yeah,
who is
yeah.
who lives in a jail.
It's because most people say it's because of the fans that happened. Like,
Yeah,
they
I
like
bet you.
destroyed him.
Yeah, I would probably destroy me too. Darth Maul was one of the good things about episode 1.
Yeah.
That's about it. The fighting, the score, the whole music for
Duel of
episode
Fates.
1, the Duel of Fate, but the whole
That's my
score,
ringtone, actually.
the whole score was one of John Williams' best, I think. Why did the prequel suck? Because episode 1 set up the other two to suck. So once you had that, see, if Force Awakens would have sucked,
8
then
and 9,
forget it. 8 and 9 would have it would have lost money. I bet you, because we would have to go through the prequel stuff again.
Yeah.
So that's why I say the prequel sucked.
So your response to that?
Well, you said lots of stuff. I mean, you were saying that's why it sucked was because it set up the others to suck. But like, as you said, lots of people laughed. I mean,
Yes, in Mexico.
it's an international movie.
It is. Was it in Spanish?
I'm sure. Well, so I mean,
Did it have subtitles?
I mean, it made money. Lots of people enjoyed it. I mean,
It
the
is.
nerds might not have, but the nerds are really picky.
Mm.
So I mean, lots of after it came out, lots of critics even were like, "Oh, this is really good. It really did the fans well." And then it took. I mean, a month later, then people were like, "Oh, maybe not."
No. The critics, a lot of them, even Leonard Maltin, who did a story about it on Entertainment Tonight, because I recorded it on my VHS VCR. That's what I remember, and I have it somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna go look. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to Juarez for church. I'm gonna look through all my videos and see if I can find it, because everything about Star Wars that came out, I recorded everything. They did so many specials, because it was an event. It was like bigger. Well,
It was 16 years in the making.
I think it was bigger than what Force Awakens is now.
You think?
Yeah, no, I know, because I was there. It was way bigger.
I mean, it was 16 years. I mean, it's
So
only been-
why? Because the thought of it being bad never crossed our mind. Never. But now, because of the prequels, Force Awakens, people who want to watch for like, I just hope they don't butcher it. It better not be destroyed like the prequels. Everything. So they didn't even compare it to the original trilogy before it came out. Everybody was like, I just hope it's not like the prequels. It's not like the prequels.
so it's better than the prequels.
Oh,
It doesn't
no,
have to be better than
I'm-
the original movies.
Once again, the holiday special was better than the prequels. I'll tell you that right now.
The holiday special didn't have any words in it. It was all.
Oh, I think we need to take a break because his girlfriend's calling him.
Ugh.
I'll be back.
Well, here, Miguel, I can talk to you. Well,
Okay,
since
go ahead.
I've already made my decision about who won.
And it's me, I know.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but you might have won. But I will say I was actually wanting Connor to win, but he did not do, because there were several ways he could have had the conversation win. If the question would have been, why were they better movies, then of course you would have won. But he had a real chance, because you could say it established a whole bunch of different concepts.
Yeah,
It established a lot of stuff. He didn't talk about it. He didn't talk about how the
it's because he hates him.
lightsaber combat in 1 through 3 is way better.
Oh
than
yeah,
4, 5,
it's
6.
way better.
It's
yeah.
incredible, and that's the only reason. Like, that's one of the main reasons I like it, because the lightsaber combat is so cool. The droid separate storyline is a really mature storyline that is really cool, but they didn't do it justice. Like
C-3PO and R2-D2?
No, like
The droid
the Trade Federation. The idea of the Trade Federation wasn't like the Empire. It was totally different, because they didn't want separate. They just wanted to make money. Like, and it was it's kind of like Portugal invading, like how Portugal and Britain invaded China. They didn't want their land. They just wanted to make money. I mean, they took Hong Kong and Macau, but they just wanted their money. It's kind of like that. And so it was a really mature, interesting storyline. But they absolutely, like you said, did not present it well at all. The CGI, they should have used practical effects.
Yes, there was everything. There was way too much CGI.
The space combat.
But I understand George Lucas wanting, because a lot of the stuff he wanted to do in the original, he couldn't because of the lack of special effects. But I think for the prequels, he just went way overboard.
And
Way over.
yeah.
He went. I mean, you see the behind the scene footage. I mean, they're in the blue room the whole time.
Mhm.
You know, and I just.
It's like it kind of works like in the space battles because the space battles look fantastic.
Yes,
lightsaber
those
looks
were
fantastic.
those were
But
good.
then you get like you get Attack of the Clone.
The
Clone
pod
Wars.
racing, no reason.
Yeah, no.
There was
It
a
doesn't even need to be in the
waste.
movie.
No,
But
I mean,
I think the
we could have seen that Anakin was a great pilot, like we did at the end when
with
he's
Naboo Star.
yeah. yeah. But no, there was no reason.
I think the epitome of bad CGI in that movie was in episode 2 whenever Anakin and Amidala, well, it's
Padme.
Padme, yeah, fake Amidala, is doing the like they're doing their love scene on the planet, and that entire scene is CGI. And it's like you could have just found a grassy hill like in your backyard and taken the scene there, and it would have been better. It was and also that story was really creepy because he was supposed to be like her protectorate, and he like pseudo like pressured her into having a chat. Yeah, it was creepy.
I think you're the only one that.
Oh no, it's like an actual thing. I think it was creepy.
Episode 2, Attack. Okay, the movie was called Attack of the Clones. There
Mhm.
was no battle.
yeah,
of
no,
Attack of
3 had clones in it.
It was makes no sense.
Okay, so out of all of those, 3 is definitely the best one. Like by
Well,
far.
yeah, I don't know if best, but it's the better one, I would say.
Well, it's the best out of the 3. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Episode 2, and then
It had-
that
the
whole
CGI was
scene
used and good.
when they get captured and they have that big old pre-mantis and that big old no reason.
Oh, the Geonosis one. So
Yes.
Geonosis, and also the last
This-
scene.
they could have gone deeper and darker into that, but no.
Yeah, they could have gone deeper. So once Connor gets back, we'll keep talking until Connor gets back, and then we'll wrap this up because I think we're about done. But that
Yes,
seems
because we have
good.
46 minutes.
It's a good
already.
first episode. I really enjoyed the conversation. So in episode 3, I was talking about this with someone else earlier today. Episode 3, at the very end, there's the Death Star on. You know
Yes.
the Death Star was made on Geonosis,
Yes,
right?
because that's where they see the guy with the cane and the.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And so that's why I was saying the Trade Federation is a really cool idea because they had the potential to build a moon on their home planet. Like, it's a huge thing, but just also the idea of how do you think they'd be able to do that? Do you think that's like actually possible, or is that just another example of the prequels being stupid? And
No, I mean, in the future, it's gonna be way easier to build anything.
okay, so Geonosis, I'm right in it's not a gas planet.
I don't know.
Because if it was a gas planet, that makes sense. Because like I don't know if you've seen Jupiter Ascending. It was a stupid movie. Don't watch it.
With, with Channing Tatum
Channing
my
and
girlfriend
Eddie
Mila-
Redmayne in it, and
Mila Kunis.
Yeah. But they have like this mining station that they're building a huge thing in the middle of Jupiter. So I understand like if it's a gaseous planet, they could have like build a moon inside of it because gas doesn't have the same kind of gravity. But if they were
I
trying to
don't know anything.
they're trying to build a Death Star, which is a moon, and if you see like our moon, it's bigger than the Death Star is bigger than our moon, right? By like the size
Mhm.
things, and our moon exerts enough force
That's
onto
no moon.
yeah, exactly. Our moon exerts enough force onto the Earth that it can move our tides. Imagine a Death Star on a planet. Kind of weird. I was thinking about it. So, me go
The
on.
things that he can't sleep about.
Yeah, I know.
the
Yeah,
things
no,
that
I was
keep him
thinking about
up
this
at
in
night.
Denny's actually. 'Cause I was listening.
And just to close out, episode 3 was dark, but it could have been darker.
Episode 2 was like really dark when he slaughtered the Tusken Raiders.
Actually, I mean, but that was just that one part. But
Yeah.
in episode 3, he kills kids.
He kills kids. Yeah, yeah. So he
And you
we
have
go
Order
one-
66.
So I talked about this a little bit. We talked about how you didn't talk at all about the amazing lightsaber battles. The lightsaber battles.
I
in
didn't
1
get to. He was talking the entire
no, I
time.
gave you a
when
chance.
you were presenting your
I
part,
gave
when
you
you
a
were
chance and
presenting.
just said financial
Because
benefits.
there's rebuttals. I don't. Because aren't
You
I'm
got-
not
you
supposed
gotta-
to. You don't say everything in your argument in the
You gave
opening
your first
statements.
argument, and then I gave you a rebuttal, and you didn't do your rebuttal, and then it was
Because
fine.
he kept talking.
No,
he talked
okay,
for like
no.
a solid
the
15
listeners
minutes.
will hold you accountable. You got a time, and you turned it down. So you didn't talk
because
about
I got a call.
you didn't talk about the lightsaber battles. The lightsaber battles in 1 through 3
He
were much
talked
better.
about Camilla, but that's about it.
The space battles in 1 through 3 much better. The Trade Federation was a really cool
I
plan.
talked for like 2 minutes. He talked
He
for
could've-
15.
Connor could have made it much better. Connor, you did an amazing job. Nice runner-up.
Sorry, buddy.
You
Miguel
talked
won.
for like 15 minutes.
Well, that's why.
Next
it's-
episode is going to be on the topic of
only have-
DC and Marvel. I'm announcing that right now, so maybe you can get back.
But don't hold your breath when we're gonna record it.
Yes,
'cause
so
it's
that
gonna
was the
be
first
a
episode of
bus-
PodCLASH.
It's
I
gonna
hope
be
you
a
enjoyed it.
it's gonna be a busy next 2 weeks.
Leave comments. Wait, I just want to give our Twitter, and so the booth Twitter is Booth Tech Weekly. Yes.
Yes.
Mine is Austin Pritchett, AUSTIN PRITCHETT on Twitter, just all one word. Miguel,
Mine is Miguel Mikey 731 at Twitter. And for Instagram, Mike Barra 731, and I post a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes. And then do you wanna give
Captain Connor 99. On
yeah, just follow the account.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will put
like our
those-
page.
They'll be on the screen right there. Hope you enjoyed it.